All right, starting with You and I. Okay. Ooh, I like that sound. That sounds nice. Oh, that was nice. That song coming right there with the.
You know that love is all you need.
Mm-hmm. I really like her vocal tone a lot. She sounds very nice. Like that kind of echoey reverb in her voice. Ooh, high vocal going on there. Nice. I like the way she's delivering on right there as well. Okay. Everything right here. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that flow right there. It's very nice. Nice. Like it. Very nice. Okay. Ooh, like that right there. They kind of going and then the little stop and going into that. Little delay going to that. Very nice flow. Ooh, like the sound that came right there. It's very nice. Instrumental. That's why I keep it a river line you. I can fake it, not leave box ghetto, keep my eye on you. I'm right beside you. No one got my door, they let me guide you, not eyeing you. Nice. I'm liking the rap verses a lot more as we're going through the music. Very nice. Yeah, really nice melody, right? The higher sound that came in the instrument as well. Very nice harmonies as well. Nice. I should sing that. Yeah. Nice right there. I like how she sang that. The harmony that came in as well. I think kind of bass sound that came in as well. And the guitar. Nice. Ooh, I like the break right there. Drop into that. I really like Bailey's part a lot on this. Very nice. How she sung this line? Very nice. Yes. The harmony that came in. A little different anywhere here. Uh-huh. Nice. Really like that. That was a really nice verse. Yeah, I love the groove of this beat. Very nice melodies with the chorus as well. Ooh. Oh, going into that softer vocal right there. Nice. Nice. Oh yeah, she sounds amazing. The way she's singing as well, fitting with this kind of chill vibe. It is very nice. Love the melodies as well. Sound a girl on that bridge. Going back into this chorus. Yeah, 100%. Really like this one a lot. Most definitely. I think this is my favorite ADP song. Most definitely. Just love the vibe, love the groove of everything, love how that instrumental was going. Just the sounds and everything, the way they brought everything in was very, very nice. That kind of chill vibe, like the kind of higher sound that was coming in that chorus as well. Like I said, very atmospheric in a way. I feel like it was, very kind of like spacey, like just how everything was produced is very interesting. Love how they sounded on this one. 100% love everybody's parts a lot on this one, especially, Young Soul kind of, carrying it with this chorus right here. And then this bridge as well. And, the part that she had in the beginning, very, very nice. She had a lot of parts in this one, which I'm glad because she's not on the rest of the album at all. So, but yeah, I definitely like everybody else's parts. on this one as well. Loved, you feel me, that, they kind of split them off like, different verses. So you had Tarzan and Wuchan on one verse, and then you had Bailey and Annie on the other verse, and then, of course, Young So on the rest of the song. So, they split them up that way. That was very, very nice. I like how they did that. Love all their verses a lot. I love all their parts. Think they definitely sounded great. Love, you feel me, the different melodic parts, especially Bailey's part. I think her part is probably my favorite in terms of like the verses, the melodic kind of sound, the harmonies that came in on that was very, very nice. Love the delivery on both Uchan and Tarzan's part. I like that a lot. Love how Annie did her part as well. Back and forth between the melodic and the kind of talk rap section as well. I think they all did very nice with, the delivery. Even like how the lyrics were going on this one as well. How, everything was going. I think some or all of the members actually wrote on this song or something like that. So I think they did a pretty good job, on their verses. Definitely very nice. So yeah, definitely gonna be listening to the song a lot, most definitely. Now let's go on to the next track that we have. And like I said, I think we got like units, right? Yeah. So this first one is an Annie and Wuchan unit right here, and this one is called Where You At. Very excited to see how these two run on the song. Ooh, okay. Okay, I like how that beat's going. I like how he's delivering the line right as well. Okay. Yeah, I like how that one right there. The kicks right here. That sounds well. Interesting. Okay. Got the melodic kind of thing on right here. That sounds very interesting right there as well. Ooh, that? Okay, interesting. Ooh. Going back into this, nice. Yeah, really love how that beat's going. An interesting kind of higher sound they bring in there as well. I like that kind of, he was saying the line and kind of echoing after that, repeating it. Nice. Yeah, a little flow right here as well. Nice. Like that, just coming in with the break right there. And then beat coming in. Okay. Interesting right there. Yeah, yeah, like the main voice right there, and it was kind of like a higher one on top of that, and it was just like double kind of ones right there. Interesting. I like that part a little less in the song, but I really like this part a lot right here. I like the contrast, and you feel me. Of course, you can hear with it, how they both deliver that line right there. It's very, very nice. I think they sound nice. Hold on. We just changed the entire kind of. I feel like the rhythm of everything is a little faster. That sound building up, yeah, it definitely is faster. You can tell with the rhythm of this flow right there. Like that. Okay. Them kind of sounding kind of together like that. Okay, I like that chopping up. It kind of pans as well, man. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Very, very nice. I like stuff like that. where a song just kind of switches up just randomly and has like a interesting thing going on, right? Even if the sound isn't something I feel like I listen to a lot, I feel like having that switch up just in general it's a very entertaining thing because it adds more to the interesting thing. It doesn't kind of keep the sound the same. It's a very short song anyway. Keeping the kind of attention there with something new is very, very nice. I like how they did that. I do like, the sound of this a lot though. That's very, very nice how they did like the chopping of everything, speeding it up a bit, having that kind of more groove right there is very, very nice. Like I said, I did like the first, section of the song as well before they go to the switch up. I think the way the beat was going and how the delivery on the lines was very, very nice. Like I said, that one part I liked a little less, right? But I think majority of it, with how everything was going and how they were doing the lines were very, very nice on this one. I think some of the lyrics were pretty interesting as well. And, how they delivered it was very nice. So yeah, I feel like I would listen to this one 100%. I think they did really nice with kind of blending together on the song. Like I said, I think there's a very nice kind of contrast they both have in their voices. So yeah, 100%. Now let's go on to the next one. And this next one is Unit with Tarzan and Bailey. It's called Hot. Ooh. I would say I'm really liking the beats on all these songs so far. Very nice. I think it's really nice production overall. Yeah. Okay, I like the basic. Nice. Ooh. Nice. Oh, I love that melody. I love how she's singing that. I'm noticing how much I really like Bailey's voice as well. I think I really like her singing voice a lot. It's very nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a really interesting sound with that. Okay, like that kind of hot. That comes in. That's a fancy. What is that sound now? Like a lower kind of. It sounds like a synth thing or something like that. It's interesting how it's. Yeah, okay, bring it back. The beat, very nice. And the bass on that is very nice on as well. Ooh. Okay, I like this flow you came right here. Very nice. That was clean. I like his delivery a lot on this. On this right here, a little different flow right here as well. Like how that beat is. That sound right there, I like that. And then going to this, very nice. Very nice part right here. Like the rise on those right there as well. Kind of like an anti-drop as well. It goes into this like, not too much right now. And they bring the beat back in. That's very catchy as well. Ooh. Like the percussion right here. Ooh. Okay, he's speeding up. Interesting. Very interesting right there. Bassy sound coming in. So switch up on this one as well. Okay. I like that they're doing that. That's interesting. Okay. Like the melody is just sing right there. Ooh. Like this song right here. Uh huh. Okay, okay, okay. I like that one. Very, very nice. I like both sections of the song. Like I said, I like that they did do a switch up as well. I like the sound a lot in this one, right? I like, this how they deliver the lines is very, very nice. This is a very interesting line, hot, but you're not, fuck you thought, except that was very, very interesting. The whole sound that kind of filled out in the instrumental was very, very nice. I like the melody that Bailey was singing right here. I think I do like the sound of the first part of the song a little better, right? But I still like, how that transition into that. That was very, very nice. I would say the only critique I would have, which is it's not really a big critique because it's not like, I really come to expect anything crazy, is that, the lyrics kind of, don't do too much for me. They just, put like certain things together that make sense, but they don't have like too much, I guess, meaning to them in a way, if that makes any sense. I guess like, depth of meaning or something like that. There's kind of like surface level type stuff. But like I said, I feel like that's been a kind of theme of their songs anyway. I feel like most of their songs have had like a theme of kind of like a braggy type thing with their lyrics or something like that. But like I said, I really don't even care about that. I'm mostly a sound person anyway. But for the sound of this, I definitely enjoyed this 100%. So yeah, I feel like I'll definitely be listening to this song. And we have one more track left, and that one is going to be called Medusa, and you got Tarzan solo. It's interesting how they did this, like, unit and then solo thing for like their first EP. That's not a usual thing, you know. It's an interesting sound. See me Medusa. Hold on. Okay. Ain't that the line from was it Wicked? I think so, on Young Soul's part. Yeah, see me Medusa. Yeah. I think that is interesting. Yeah, he kind of flipped that into this. So I wonder what song was made first, like that. You feel me, or like this, in terms of like like the line with that. Really interesting Daisy part, like just filling out everything. Okay, I like the ad libs right there. Okay. I like that little He does like kind of like in a after that first kind of. Yeah, the production is really interesting with that sound, just kind of like a bass roll type thing. Okay. Like the sound of this. Melodic kind of thing. But I keep it real, taking Rex all day. Tell me how to feel. Took the crown they met, they can steal my seal. She got a head of snakes, she made us stuff for real. See me Medusa. See me Medusa. I like the sound right there. I like the kind of, repetition of that line that he said before, kind of echoing in the back as well. Kind of thing as well. Repetition of this as well. Okay, a little break. Okay, then drop it down. Okay. I like this part right here. Very catchy, Kind of like breaths as well. Fill out. I like how the beat kind of like slightly breaks and jumps down in that. Very nice on this one. I would say this is not really a sound I listen to that often, so I'm probably not going to be listening to this song. But, still pretty interesting sound. Like I said, that kind of very bassy, very boom bassy kind of sound was very interesting how that filled everything out. I do like, how he kind of delivers some of these lines. Nothing too special with how the lyrics are going, like I was saying. But I think he does good with fitting with this sound because, like I said, don't usually listen to this sound a lot. I have heard other artists kind of go for this sound, and I've kind of seen like a little kind of thing where I seen he was inspired by like certain artists, and he definitely does good with fitting in that kind of sound kind of vibe. I feel like if he were to have a solo thing with this sound or like with stuff like that, I feel like it would do very well in that kind of area. This is just not a sound I listen to much, but I think he did it pretty well, and it actually fits with the other sounds that I have heard, which with other songs that have done pretty well. So very nice for that. I would say one thing I like the most is just the interesting sounds that come in and on in the production. How certain lines are kind of like delivered and stuff like that, especially in that hook right there with the "See Me Medusa," like that whole thing right there. I feel like this is a song that I wouldn't really put on to listen to, but if I heard it out just randomly, I feel like it's something I could vibe to, or just like I feel like I'd have to be in a certain like area or headspace to like really like this. Like maybe like it playing on like a speaker somewhere, the room's dark, and it's like a maybe like a club type thing. You know what? I feel like that's definitely what this song is. Definitely one of those club type things where the room is kind of like dark or whatever. The speakers just going. You got a lot of people. You feel me? Just going. This would go crazy in concert. Now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to see him perform this with just like a bunch of people in a crowd, just kind of like just going. You feel me? With that sound. He could do great. I would love to see how he performs this. I feel like he could do really well, especially with his energy as well. Because I've seen some, videos with Tarzan, how he moves, and of course, even in the, performances I've seen by them, I feel like his energy would go perfect with this. So yeah, I'm excited to see if he'll ever perform this song. But overall, pretty interesting for this one, and that's gonna be the end of my reaction to All Day Project's first EP. That was actually not bad, 100%. I actually really liked the majority of the songs on this one. So I feel like overall, this is a pretty enjoyable, first EP to listen to 100%. I actually like the idea of the unit things that they had as well. I think both units blended very nicely together. And I think they did very well with the sounds of those as well. I like it because it kind of gives the members more freedom on, the songs and, how everything's, produced, and then how the lyrics are written and stuff like that. And I like that. I like stuff where you can see like the artists that are delivering the lines and stuff like that. You can see that that's their actual kind of work that they're kind of putting out. So I think they did a pretty good job with that overall for this one. I would say if I had to pick favorites, I would say You and I, definitely my favorite. I feel like Look at Me is something that's going to grow on me a lot, so that might be something I play a good bit. And then maybe for like a third favorite, because I want to do like a top three, I don't know. It's between one of the unit songs. It's definitely between one of the unit songs. I think maybe for now, I think I might like Hot better. So I'm gonna go Hot as my number 3 on that one. So that's his top 3: You and I, Look at Me, and Hot. Right? Any of those songs that ranking could definitely change over time. But that's definitely what I feel like for now. I'll definitely be listening to the most on this one. I'm excited to hear more by All Day Project. I think this is really good. What I'm definitely excited to see is definitely performances for these. I know they do great with performances, just by what I've seen so far. So I'm excited to see what they'll perform on this. I think they'll definitely perform Look at Me. I'm excited to see the full choreo for that. And then any other song, of course. When those do come out, I'll definitely be checking those out. If there's any specific performances that All Day Project has done that you guys think I should check out, definitely put that down in the comments down below. Tell me what you guys thought about this EP down below. What did you like? What did you not like? Tell me what your favorite songs were, or you can rank the entire album if you'd like. Definitely like to hear your opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.